In this video, we're going to be taking our lighting from looking something like this to looking something more like this. Lighting is one of the most important things to nail down in all types of photography, which is why I'm always talking about lighting in all of my videos. So in this one, we're going to be using the Studio Panel Lighting Kit from Lume Cube, and this stuff is awesome. Lume Cube is a company that I've known and trusted for years, so I was very excited when they were coming out with a big studio lighting kit. These big type of lighting rigs can be very huge in indoor toy photography. And make sure to use my 10% off discount code I have in the description of this video if you want to just grab one of these panels or the entire set. So in box we've got two panels with barn doors on them, so that's really awesome. Two light stands, which are huge and really great for stuff like this. Two of them, charging cables, a remote, and two mounting things for the tops to attach these to the stands, and some directions too. So let's get all this stuff all set up. If you have any experience with using light stands like this, you know that there's a lot of cheap ones out there, but these are like really quality, nice light stands. Like way nicer than this tripod that I'm using to film, and way nicer than this ring light. So before I finish setting this up, I just want to do like a quick comparison of what this is. So, you know, you can take the barn doors off of this, and then it's basically just a big panel. And if you're familiar with any Lume Cubes or really any RGB or LED panels, it's basically just a giant, massive panel. So this is the Lume Cube Panel Pro, which is not only the biggest one, but it changes colors and everything, and it's really great. Love this thing. And so this is just a giant, massive version of that. It's also even easier to use with all this stuff on the back here. So let's just turn it on. That's like 5% battery, but right here is cranking it up to 100, and there's that. So it's basically just a super massive version of this. So even if you didn't want to buy this whole set, you can just buy this panel as is, just like this, for massive amounts of light that you can still hold with one hand. So look at that. Okay, well here they are, all set up. We've got 1 and 2. This one's got barn doors on it, which are looking quite nice. This one I did not have them on. Sorry for the bright light, but that's a good thing. It's a bright light. And the coolest part about all these, besides the fact that these stands are incredible, but look, they're not plugged in at all. There is no cord anywhere to be found. They're totally cordless, and that's so freaking awesome. So these things are so cool. I cannot wait to shoot with these. So let's take a look at this back section over here. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on. Right now it's at 35% brightness. Here's the battery level. It's at 3200K, which is the warmth of it. And we got all these dials here. The lights, the switch on and off is nice and easy. This adjusts how yellow or white it gets, like that. And this adjusts the brightness. This is only 35, and it is nice and bright. This attachment here is very nice. There's like so many different ways here to keep this fully attached, and you can bend this up and down nice and easily. So this thing is like absolutely wonderful. And of course these barn doors come off similar to the way we have it on this one. Without further ado, let's actually go and shoot one of these. Okay, so I've got a scene set up over here. So basically we've got Cyborg and Superman, and we've got Cyborg Superman. So I'm gonna be doing like a photo where I'm kind of like presenting Cyborg Superman to Cyborg and Superman with my hand, kind of like showing it to them. And Cyborg is face palming, and Superman's kind of looking at him, thinking like, So it's kind of funny. So we've got this one light from behind here kind of backlighting them. One of the really important things about backlighting your figures when you're trying to shoot them is they sometimes can create like a really cool rim lighting around the figures, which is a great way to make the figures pop against the background and all of that. And I have a whole tutorial on that on my lighting tutorial here if you want to check that out as well. So backlighting is the way to go. I also have the barn doors on, which are really cool because they're stopping the light from going behind or any of this. So the light is very firmly on the figures in the front like this. And it's looking pretty cool in camera like that. So if you look, it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna take 2 photos, one just like this, and then another one without Cyborg Superman there, and my hand will be right there. And then I'll kind of Photoshop everything to make it look like he's floating underneath my hand. And that will be that. But the lighting is looking awesome if you look in camera. Also, check this out. I put it on a tiny little tripod. If you ever wanted to just take one of these outside with battery charged for outdoor photography at night or something with a giant panel, you can so easily do that. I just slapped it on this little tripod like this and boom. That's it. How cool is that? So these things are not just for indoor stuff or very particular things. They could be used for anything. Okay, so what if you don't want to take a picture on your counter and you want to use a diorama like this with these lighting? Well, with these light kits, you can definitely do that. So this is what I've got here. So this beautiful diorama is made by Insightful Imagery. Definitely check out his work and get some beautiful stuff from him. Oh yeah, so basically, we've got this beautiful wall here. I've got Rorschach in this awesome abandoned looking place. And I have a very small amount of light coming from the top here, just to basically give enough, basically just to see what's happening. It's a very small amount, but the base and the most amount of light I have is coming from back here. I took one of the panels off, so it's just a basic giant Lume Cube panel back there. And I kept the barn doors on because I only want the light to come through these windows. I don't want it to be going up or about or anything like that. And that's all I want to do with that light. So it's the perfect amount of light to get this really cool scene, and in camera it's looking really cool. And I've also got a little bit of atmosphere aerosol, just like this. And I'm just gonna do a little spritz of this, and that's really gonna be the whole photo. These lights are, like, if you're an indoor photographer, if you have these 2 lights, I feel like you can basically just do anything with just these 2 lights. This is an absolutely phenomenal kit. This kit is so freaking cool, and I'm so excited just to have these now and use them for stuff like this. It's amazing. These lights are incredible. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and actually take this shot just like that. The Studio Panel Lighting Kit from Lume Cube is a massively helpful tool for indoor or outdoor photography, whatever it is you're into, and I'm so glad to have one of these things. Lume Cube, thank you so much for sending this over to me. And if you enjoyed the video, please drop a quick like and a subscribe on the video. That would be massively helpful. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.